name is Binti, and my matrix number is 277104. For this study, we are required to select two companies in a sector to study about the employees' benefit provided to the employees. For our groups, we are decided to choose food and beverage sector, and we are selected Nestle Malaysia and Coca-Cola Malaysia because these two companies have provide different employee benefit to their employees according to legally required and dictionary benefit regulation by law. For Nestle, the year of establishment in Malaysia is 1912, and for Coca-Cola is 1936. The number of employees for Nestle is 5,200, and for Coca-Cola, their number of employees is only 1,000 only. The production for Nestle is food and beverage like Maggi, Nescafe, Milo, and others. And for Coca-Cola, their production is only for beverage like Fanta, Coca-Cola, Heaven and Earth, and others. The location for Nestle is looking at Petaling Jaya, and for Coca-Cola is at Negeri Sembilan. Next, the purpose of Nestle is to unlock the power of food to enhance quality of life for everyone. The purpose of Coca-Cola is refresh the world, make a difference. The mission of Nestle is to be a leading, competitive, nutritious, healthy, and wellness company. The mission of Coca-Cola is craft the brands and choice of drinks that people love to refresh them in body and spirit. The mission of Nestle is provide good food, good life to their customers. And the mission for Coca-Cola is inspire moments of optimism and happiness through their brands and actions, and to create value and make a difference. That's all from me. Thank you.
Competitive strategies of Nestle. Nestle's serious methodologies are related essentially with unfamiliar direct interest in dairy and other food organizations. While working in a created market, Nestle endeavors to develop and acquire economies of scale through unfamiliar direct interest in large organizations. In the creative market, Nestle developed by controlling fixings or handling innovation for neighborhood conditions and utilizing the fitting brand in Asia. Nestle's system has been to secure neighborhood organizations to frame a gathering of independent territorial supervisors who find out about the way of life of the neighbor business sectors than Americans and Europeans. The first one is ability acquisition. The procurement of ability is a significant key capacity that requires the huge responsibility of education to pick the exceptionally gifted and talented labor force. The capacity of solid ability procurement of education fill in as the premise of improving capacities of education to manage complex market circumstances. The enrollment interaction in Nestle is done by thinking about a more significant level of consistency between the upside of people and culture of the education. The part of dynamism, unwaveringly difficult word and transformative is additionally proved to be as a significant perspective while completing enrichment. Because of dependence on a viable enrollment process, Nestle has become ready to draw in a exceptional gifted labor force like that has upgraded the ability stock of the. The second one is preparation and learning. The preparation and learning is the instructive cycle which is pointed toward fostering the information and abilities of representative to work on their presentation. The way of life of Nestle has considered advancing as an essential piece of its way of life, and HR at Nestle are used to upgrade the level of their advancement by offering them vital help through learning programs methodical. The preparation and learning chance of workers still up in the air by the administration, and the preparation programs are executed by shared endeavors of line directors and human asset the board officers. Among the essential learning sources, hand-on preparation assumes a critical part which is very much enhanced by instructing and directing workers. The workers of Nestle are participating in dividing information between execution. The organization depends on the approach of horizontal expertise of events, implementation of obligation, and enhancement of occupation, contents, and burdening responsibility. The Nestle is additionally dependent on corporate administration programs that are assisting the organization with recruiting and holding profoundly capable workers. execution management and representative turn on events. The Nestle is depending on superior execution work culture, and workers are offered clear comprehension that what their work in having a means for in general working of Nestle. The obligation of execution of the board is divide between workers and line director with a point of guaranteeing that exceptionally difficult and clear objectives are planned, and execution is actually assessed all through the exhibition period. The elite exhibition is compensated successfully by the administration, while the low entertainers are able to work fast and square in their presentation. The line directors are considered answerable for empowering representative to communicate vocations, goals, and assumptions with a point of encouraging their expectation of events. The Nestle additionally offers an open door to its integrated HR to chip away at worldwide tasks determined to support variety in the labor force. At last, the human asset supervisors and line chief are collaborating to foster the HR of education for long run skill of Nestle. The next one is employee benefit strategies of Nestle. So employee benefits are non-monetary compensation granted to employees as a condition of employment. Employee benefit may be mandated by law or offered by the company on a voluntary basis. So the first one is international mobility. Nestle offers chance to foster their employee professions in various nations all over the planet. Worldwide portability has a significant influence in fostering Nestle's ability and their brand. So the second one is location-specific opportunities. The Nestle workspaces differ significantly. So contingents upon their employee work and area, they could profit from adaptable working open doors, chipping in programs, the capacity to carry a pack to work, and substantially more. And the third one is employee support. Like never before, it is critical that the employee is secretly upheld while at work and at home to be tough and be better as they do their regular exercise. They give admittance to private advocates to help when the surprising occur or you are feeling overpowered. And the fourth one is health and well-being at work. Nestle representative well-being project will help you create and keep a sound way of life, which will be check medical services, nearby cafeterias, and wellness focuses, sport, and different exercises. Next is competitive remuneration. The employee will be perceived for their commitment, will be with a serious compensation and advantages bundle. What's more, they might profit from investment fund plans, protections, credit, and limited or free Nestle items. They might get a deal on retail items, administration, and exercises. So the next one is parental leave, which with at least 18 weeks paid parental leave for the essential guardian. In addition to the chance to take father leave, your new everyday life can start off very strong. Your work area might give extra advantages and assets. For example, they devoted taking care of rooms or kitchens. Then the last one is other benefits. There are other benefits which is child care and parental leave benefits, adoption assistance and family medical leave, dental benefits, disability insurance, flexible spending account which is FSA, health insurance benefit, life insurance, vision benefits, mental health benefits, perks and discount, health commuter benefits, company outing, fitness subsidies, professional development benefit, diversity program, job training and conferences, tuition reimbursement, retirement and stock option benefit, match charitable contribution, performance bonus, vacation and time off benefit, paid volunteer time, paid holidays, and paid sick days.
Good afternoon, Doctor. My name is Muhammad Zarul Fikri bin Joni. Matric number is 278009. So for the competitive strategy for Coca-Cola, they are always pay attention to differentiation strategy. We can see that they differentiates itself from other soft drinks by allocating more than 20% of its advertising budget solely to product differentiation. So for the human resource strategies, number one is creating an environment learning and strategy. So the company has created an environment in which its employees have the opportunity to excel and grow. Number 2 is training and education. It has demonstrated its commitment by providing education and development program to its citizens at all levels to enable their growth. Next is employee and management. The company uses a variety of programs to ensure employee engagement, such as holding regular dialogue with its employee and organizing employee surveys and representative groups. Payment and rewards. Coca-Cola provides competitive benefits to its employee, such as salaries and motivational benefits. Performance management. Employees at the company are welcome to seek training through the company's annual performance review system. So the last one is diversity and inclusion. The employment policies and practices are intended to provide employee with a safe and equitable working environment. The policies are in place to ensure that no one is discriminated against and that all people have equal access to opportunities. For employee benefit strategies, number 1 is comprehensive health well-being. The company offers a variety of programs to support employee health, including medical, dental, and others. Number 2 is comprehensive compensation package. For example, the company offers core and supplemental life insurance, financial courses and advisor, and others. Number 3 is provides personal well-being. The company is pleased to accept vacation leave, parental and adoption leave, and others. That's all for me. Thank you.
Good day, Doctor. I'm Lee Tom, matching number 279193. So I would like to continue the presentation with the types of employee benefits offered by Nestle and Coca-Cola. We can know that the employee benefit can be divided into two categories, which is legally mandatory benefit and discretionary benefits. So I would like to start with the legally mandatory benefit first. The Employment Provident Fund, which is EPF, the both company Nestle and Coca-Cola contribute the same, which is the employee will contribute 11% and the employer will contribute 13%. So next is Security Social Organization, which is also known as SOSO. So the average salary of their worker who work at Nestle and Coca-Cola with an average of 4,000 ringgit. So from this data we can know that the employer will contribute 69.05 ringgit and the employee will contribute 19 ringgit and 75 cents to the social account. So moving on to the next slide, we will discuss the discretionary benefits that offered by Nestle and Coca-Cola. So from the table, you can have a clear picture to see the similarities and difference between the Nestle and Coca-Cola. So the protection program, which include life insurance and medical insurance, both companies provided to their employee. So for the pay time off and annual leave, Nestle will depends on their employee length of the employment. So the longer they work, the longer the annual leave they can have. So for Coca-Cola, for the worker who work for 1 year or 1 year long will entitle for 14 days. So for the maternity leave, the Nestle as a public sector which will offer a 90 days, and for the Coca-Cola which is a private sector which will offer 98 days. So for the public holiday and sick leave, both companies offer the same, which during the public holiday they will pay for double paying for their employee, as well as a sick leave will be allowed with a reasonable reason. So next is for the accommodations and enhancements. So from the table you can know that these accommodations, uniform, overtime allowance and training are offered the same by the Nestle Malaysia and Coca-Cola Malaysia. So moving on to the last part, which is other benefits. The annual dinner, vacations, as well as the competitive remunerations are offered the same by both companies. So the differences is the parental leave, which Nestle offered a lot of leave for a minimum of 18 weeks, and compared to Coca-Cola only offered 8 weeks for the parental leave for their employee who work at Coca-Cola. So the other benefits such as international mobility only provided by the Nestle company, as well as the health and well-being work, which company offered to their employee but different programs. So for the Nestle, they will have a health program contribute that among their employee, as well as the company will provide the facilities to their employee. And for the Coca-Cola, a program which is called health saving account is carried out for their employee to have these benefits. And then for the employee support, which only provided by the Nestle company. So the consultant is provided, which the employee feel stressed and very depressed can seek for their consultant. And then lastly is for legal assistance plans, which this only provided by the Coca-Cola company, and there is no provided by the Nestle company. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Muhammad Naim bin Yusuf and my matrix number is 281373. Now I will continue to present my part, which is the outstanding issue in employee benefit practice in the food and beverage sector. In the food and beverage industry, there are various issues with employee benefit. Food and beverage employers have been struggling with talent shortage, the great resignation, and the challenge with compensation and retention. Offering excellent benefit can help companies to recruit and retain a good employee. If you look at food and beverage companies like Coca-Cola and Nestle, they need a large and experienced workforce to handle the day-to-day process, and indirectly they need to think about the strategic employee benefit that they need to offer to their employees, so they keep working and not to turn to other company that offer a better benefit. Another hot issue for food and beverage company are maternity leave and paid paternity leave. Maternity and paternity leave have a huge impact on company as they have to pay working wage throughout the duration of their leave and will indirectly burden costs and reduce the company revenue. Every private company sector must follow the rules issued by the government. Nestle and Coca-Cola provide maternity leave of between 90 to 88 days to each employee. Next, usually each company will provide group term life insurance to all its employees. However, there are some food and beverage companies like Coca-Cola and Nestle that only provide coverage to full-time employee and do not provide it to their part-time and contract worker. Indirectly, will burden the employee in the event of any injury, an accident or death of family member during the period they work at the company. Last but not least, some companies do not provide a proper training to their employee, whether they are old or new employee. Training plan is important to be implemented by a company to improve the skill of an employee. With a lack of training, the work performance and work result of an employee may be less productivity and less quality. That's all from me. Thank you. I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Fatoni Muhammad Afri with matric number 268842 and I'm from Group 3 and I will present about conclusion. In order to do this study, it is necessary to choose two different companies operating within the same industry in order to investigate the employee benefits. Because both Nestle and Coca-Cola are companies that deal with food and beverages, we decided to concentrate on the food and beverages sector of the company. Furthermore, we selected these two companies because of the extensive range of employee benefits they offer. A strategic plan is a document that communicates to the rest of the organization the objectives of the company, the steps that need to be taken in order to reach those objectives, as well as all of the other key components that were produced over the planning process. As a direct consequence of this, Nestle has adopted progression planning and makes it a priority to guarantee that the pipeline's strongest spots are prepared to fulfill future demands. The company uses a variety of strategies. This will allow the company to determine whether or not its workers are satisfied with their jobs, and all employees will be provided with a safe and equitable working environment. The Coca-Cola company offers the workers and their family a variety of financial benefits in order to support their families. Also, developing a training plan is something that a company has to do in order to improve an employee's capacity. Next, recommendation and solution. Recommendation. Both companies provide a large selection of benefits and incentives. The benefits offered are particularly similar to one another. However, there is one benefit like Coca-Cola's assistant plan which Nestle does not provide. However, both companies are able to provide their employees with extra benefits, and both could copy and modify their competitors about the employee benefits. Next, solution. In either scenario, the best course of action would be for them to keep an eye on what their competitors have done. I think that's all for our group. Thank you.